Oh, welcome back to Jay Wiz TV. I am your host, Jay Wiz. Thank y'all for tuning in. Smash that subscribe button, man. I'm going to keep these clips flying. I ain't lying, man. We got Adam 22, a fad sitting down with another fad, Vlad TV. You already know what they getting into.
His first interview, right?
Might be, yeah. Might be his first interview. And we kept in touch. We would talk to each other a few times a year. Always very cool, friendly conversations. He's never tried to make me check in. He's never tried to extort me or anything else like that. Like, he could have, you're in LA, you're gonna need to kick up this much each month. Nothing at all like that.
Vlad, why would he do that? And he know you working with the feds? He always trying to throw. I hate when they throw themselves in the mix like that, man. Ain't no way he finna extort a fed like that, man. You got bodyguards on payroll with the cops, But Vlad trying to say he's surprised. He could have extorted me. No, he wasn't gonna. No.
At all. So when I heard the news, my jaw dropped. Now, number one, were you surprised?
I was surprised, but I was a lot less surprised than I would be by most federal RICOs because I had Christopher Lovejoy, WACK100, and Loose Cannon, really, to a certain extent, all kind of teasing this happening before it happened. Christopher Lovejoy was doing all these Instagram reels talking about it, and WACK was backing him up. WACK was talking about it. So, it's kind of weird to be sitting there on a podcast, and I got somebody like WACK telling me all about this murder that Big U's going to get charged with, and I'm just thinking, like, how the fuck do you know this before it's been announced by the cops? Normally the cops, or the feds in this case, want to make a big splash when they announce something so that it's more difficult for the people to make a run for it or to hide evidence, etc. And then one day it actually happened. And it was especially dramatic because the night before, I had finally got Loose Cannon and Brig Baby, who are both Rolling 60s members, but, it's a very large organization. So.
Man, they sitting down like straight fads, Loose Cannon and Brick Baby, they're, Rolling 60 members. It's a, a large organization. Like, man, you can't make this shit up, man. They sitting down like real fads, man, talking like fads, man, having a coffee, chilling about, what they doing, the chaos they causing, man. The trick bags they putting people in, but Adam do look nervous as shit up there. He look like he's stiff body right now, and he trying to, pick his words wisely, Oh no, why, man? That's your partner across from you.
They were at odds for a long time. We finally got them on camera together for a nice podcast on the No Jumper show, and then 7 hours later, maybe 8 hours after we finished, their houses get raided and everybody gets picked up, which was very shocking.
I mean, do you think that WACK talking about this murder and all this other stuff ultimately caused the feds to really look at it more carefully and turn it up a little bit? Because, well, look, it's already going viral on YouTube. Let's just take advantage of it and let's clout chase along with everyone else. So do you think that WACK constantly talking about an unsolved murder that he claims Big U...
Oh, no, they kept putting that in the media, in the limelight. They been around this game for a long time. Like I said, WACK been doing this since Stutterbox, since the early 2000s, since the 90s, Suge Knight days, He been running these plays on people. But, yeah, keep throwing that in the media. And then the feds, they going to be watching, man, and they going to start putting pieces together. Like I said, it could be 2, 5, 10 years from now. Man, that RICO coming.
Was involved in got the feds looking into this unsolved murder that Big U's allegedly involved in.
It was kind of the other way around because WACK didn't know who the kid Rayshawn was. WACK didn't know anything about the possibility that this kid getting murdered had anything to do with Big U, aside from the fact that WACK had somehow got on the phone with the mother of the victim, and the mother had told WACK that the police or the feds had confided in her that when they found Rayshawn's body and they did the autopsy, that they found Big U's DNA under his fingernails, which I don't believe that is actually supported by
we talked about
indictment.
this when all of us did the round table. We talked about this.
That's crazy work, man, to probably allegedly lie and say that somebody's DNA is up under somebody else's fingernail and that person is dead now. To make up something like that on somebody, that's crazy work, man. Whack, that's crazy work, man. And like Adam said, man, WACK100 knew before the feds. WACK100 knew the play before everybody else, man. And don't forget, Wack brung Loose Cannon, 600, Big U. He put all these people on these chessboard pieces, man, and moved them around, man.
The paperwork says that the DNA under the victim's fingernails are inconclusive.
Right.
They may be Big U's, but it's inconclusive. But they're definitely not the other guys.
But regardless, the victim's mother did tell Wack that, and I believe made a TikTok at one point, and that was a lot of what Lovejoy and Wack were basing this on. And so them drawing more attention to it, could it maybe have caused the feds to hurry up and do the RICO before they might have wanted to? Possibly. Did they see Luce and Brick Baby both on a podcast together the night before, and did that make them want to hurry up and do the RICO a little bit earlier? It's possible. But that being said, it's not like this was a street thing that Wack knew about. It was like Wack knew about it only in the sense that he heard stuff from someone associated with the victim.
But asking those questions, two feds just talking, having a discussion. Adam looked kind of nervous and scared up there, and he kind of was like, defending Wack, Wack, something coming towards Wack way too.